Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to Anime King 3, and I'm back with part 3 of What If Kaguya created Naruto to replace her sons. Remember to get this one too. 100 like as usual. Share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also, guys, if you're new, yes, I indeed have 3 more channels which I post What If on every single day for you guys to enjoy. All of the links will be down in the description for Anime King 2, Anime King 3, Anime Prince, Anime Symbol. So if you want your What If to be done by me, simply go ahead and comment any of your ideas and I'll jot it down for future use, guys. So without further ado or wasting any more time, let us jump right into this brand new episode. Let us begin now, guys. So the last part that we left off, Naruto questioned Hamura on where Hagurumo was, but their mother saw through the deception immediately and put Hamura under her control. When Hagurumo arrived, Hamura was the first to attack him, but even Naruto was shocked as Hagurumo ripped his hand through his brother's chest, but later used a sealing tag to revive him. Naruto was happy when he saw that. Unlike his brothers, his eyes never changed, a unique specter of what he was. He stepped towards his brothers, looking for a way, trying to find a way between them, trying to make them understand that their mother way is the only way to survive. However, they refused to listen. A short battle made Hagoromo and Hamura realize that even if they did somehow overcome Naruto's strength, Kaguya would simply demolish them the moment they did. They could not fight the both of them. It did not matter what they did. They would lose. Thus, he made a choice. Before coming here, the Toads had been watching Naruto. They got an estimate of what they believe would work against him. Naruto was too trusting of his brothers. Kaguya saw it, but she was too late as Hagurumo grabbed Naruto. There was a surge of energy so large that the entire mountain was nearly reduced to rubble. The problem lay with nature energy. They forced it into his body by the seal. It hit every nerve and every cell. The combining agent that made Naruto what he is the God Tree. Thus Naruto's body was weakened severely so. Kaguya then released her wrath on these two, as they just harmed the only son that she cared about. She descended upon them like they were mere mortals. Their battle lasted for 40 days and 40 nights. Eventually they seal her though. She released another counterpart, Black Zetsu, to follow her will, to find Naruto and to make him bring her back. There was other ways, but this was the most secure and granted. The Toads brought Naruto to Mount Miyamoku, keeping him weak there. After sealing the 10 tails, the opportunity was given to Hagurumo. He could seal his brother away as well, but he decided not to. Their mother was gone. He will break Naruto's influence. It was some months later Naruto finally woke up. Hamura was the first to pay him a visit. Naruto was angry when he learned what they did to his mother. He promised them nothing but death and destruction. Time passed by as Naruto was still restrained. Hagurumo came by and told him about the world, the people, how people have changed. When he spoke about teaching the world chakra, allowing people to connect through Ninshu, the way of teaching chakra, Naruto spat, calling him a disgrace and a disappointment. Naruto refused to relent as he promised him that one day he will get free, and when he does, he will reduce the human population to zero. He will then strip the power that mother graciously gave them, and he would use it and wake their mother and make them watch as humanity was left at nothing at all. However, Hagurumo believed that he could change Naruto, so he kept on visit, week after week, month after month, year after year. He visited Naruto and told him about his tales. Naruto refused to speak to him. Hamura came, they all, trying to talk to him, trying to change him, but their words were not getting through as Naruto was barely paying attention. But what he was doing was learning. Naruto did not know the full extent of his own abilities. Kaguya told him that he wasn't born naturally. She told him how he came into this world. As Naruto knew that his body was made up of different cells, different essence combined by the god tree. That is why he was weakened by nature energy, because the 10 tails, which sprouted from the god tree, feared. It was afraid of the nature energy. However, Naruto was wondering if he could remove it for just a short amount of time. It was an experimental thing, but it was the only way to get his freedom, as he was working on a way to do that. And once he get free, they will all suffer. So yeah guys, basically as we left off, you guys can switch across the place, check it out for yourself. So we jump right into this brand new episode. Let us begin now guys. Our episode begins with the two brothers, the two strongest, the two mightiest in the world. Hamura had made a decision. It was tied into two different things. He feared that one day Naruto will eventually get free and make good on his promise. It seemed impossible, but he just had this nagging feeling in the back of his mind. And given the fact that they didn't want to trap him away, he was going to take others and head to the moon. He would watch over the seal and carry their legacy on, a part of the moon that would become their home. Hagurumo understood, but you could see the conflict going through his eyes. He just won't listen. It's been years, and Naruto wasn't changing. His hate towards them seeming to increase day by day. But there was another problem. Naruto wasn't aging. He has reached his peak physical age. His body stopped aging some time ago. Remember, Naruto doesn't need to eat. He mostly doesn't need to sleep, use the bathroom, anything like that. While he did possess human organs, while he was able to, well, have a child, his body still functioned in different ways. Imagine an offspring from Naruto. The child would be something abnormal, powerful beyond words. Perhaps a single thought could bring the heavens down upon them. The implication of that, as they still did not know the full extent of Naruto's strength. And they worried day by day. While they were powerful, while they were seen as gods in this new world, they aged. Death was coming for them. But just like Mother, Naruto did not age. His body stuck at the physical perfection of what he is now. And he wasn't changing anytime soon. And they worry constantly about that. Hamura paid him a final visit. As he stood there, bound and chained, Naruto's head was down as he did not speak. "I'm leaving," he said. "I am taking a few people and heading towards the moon to make sure that our mother's seal is kept in check. I think this will be the last time we see one another. I know you hate and despise me for what we did. But I still love you, brother, because you are my family, and nothing will ever change that." He stepped forward. "Goodbye," he said. He turned his back. Hamura, Naruto looked up. However, he didn't say anything. But Hamura felt like he did. Perhaps that was his own way of saying goodbye. despite hating him, as Naruto lowered his head. As he watched his brother went away, Naruto hated the both of them, gravely so. Yet, their connection was still there. But his desire to free his mother was far stronger. Years has passed as Naruto has been working mentally. He's getting closer. The problem was, what he was planning on doing, there was a chance it could kill him. And he was functionally immortal. So, that is where the problem lay. There was still too many unknowns about him. His mother traveled with him, but Naruto never truly dived deep into what he actually was before. The powers at his disposal. Years passed by once again, and Hamura never came back. Hagurumo spoke of him often. As time passed by, Hagurumo stopped showing up a lot. But Naruto could feel them. Despite being weak, he could feel them. Two children, born of their blood. He could feel the power in their very soul. Until one day, one of them made their way down here. Told by his father to never venture out here, but yet he did. While the seal outside could be undone. It was these chains that could not be broken by anyone except for Hagurumo, or thus he thought. He entered inside. It was a small boy. As he was calm, he was absolutely shocked when he saw him, not expecting this in the slightest. Hagurumo went out of his way to not tell his children about their uncle. Yes, they were told about Hamura, but not their other uncle. The child stood there, confused, not understanding. Why would father keep a prisoner like this? Perhaps Hagurumo was afraid. He never told Naruto that he had children. However, he had a feeling that Naruto sensed them. But he was perhaps afraid. The promise that Naruto had made. Who are you? You came down here. You asked me my name. Shouldn't you be the one introducing yourself? Didn't your father teach you manners, child? I am Indra, the young boy said, stepping forward. He had brownish hair, dark eyes. He must have taken after his mother. He had some resemblance to Hagurumo, but mostly, perhaps his mother that Naruto did not know. Who are you? Why does my father keep you locked away? Your father. I see. So you truly have no idea who I am? No, Indra said. Well, I am your uncle. As Naruto looked at him, a child with a human. Interesting, Naruto said, curious on the matter, just to see how long he's been down here. Indra couldn't understand. I thought my father only had one brother, wiping me from history. So that is what he's up to. Come here, child, Naruto said. No, I think it's best I stay right here. There must be a reason why my father keeps you locked away. Or maybe he's not the person that you think he is. Indra looked at Naruto as he turned his back and ran away. He had to go and talk to his father. Hagurumo wanted to get angry for Indra breaking his rules, but immediately he saw the kind of hypocrite he would have been. He remembered doing the same thing when he was a child, breaking his own mother's rules. He had wanted to keep this until they were older, but it's time they learned the truth. He kept many things to himself, many dangers, many threats. Dangers and threats that they will have to deal with in the coming future. While he was able to exterminate most of the remnants of the God Tree, some still remain out there beyond his detection. Go call your brother, There's things that you must know. Indra and Ashura, two brothers destined for greatness. What would it be? Darkness, light. Only time will tell. Meanwhile, Naruto was done. He was done waiting. He was done. He had to do this now. The sacrifice was still great, but he had to. What kept Naruto together was the essence of the God Tree. It wasn't something that could be removed, of course not. It was implanted into his very being. But over the years, Naruto had learned how to shift himself in a way. To shift his body, to shift his chakra internally. Little by little, he's been doing so. Think of it as wiping the slate clean. His chakra would eventually restore, but the problem was, how long will it take? Because this was not simply draining his chakra. This was something far more dangerous. He was removing it. The humans did not possess the ability to use chakra until Hagurumo gave it to them. So in a sense, Naruto would be lessening himself to a human form, but he would leave only one part of himself behind. The shifter. The DNA that his mother spoke about. Worlds with man and woman that could transform into beasts. Because that was the most unaffected by the nature energy. Because it was an animal, enweaved by nature itself as well. He closed his eyes as he started to sweat. On the outside, nothing seemed to be happening, but internally, the pain was greater than anything that he's ever felt. The pain was like it was going to rip him apart from the inside out. But slowly you start to see it. Smoke started to gather around his body. Quickly, his bones started to break. His hands and legs started to transform. The shackles becoming meaningless as they had nothing to bind. The only thing they had right now was their strength. As it held Naruto, but to the shackles, nothing was really there for it to hold. For a single second, he felt his body die as he scrubbed himself clean. But the next second, the transformation genes kicked in. As Naruto transformed, bones breaking and reshaping themselves. The next moment he rose as an inhuman hybrid, massive, covered with fangs and claws and hair. He became the animal itself. The nature energy was all around him, but it no longer affected him in the way that it should. He tore the shackles apart. The moment he did so, he sped. The seal up ahead was strong, but not strong enough to hold him in this form. All of this excess energy was going to run out. His body was going to soon feel the fatigue of all of this. The seal shattered under his might, no doubt triggering something. That other boy, Indra, he was smart. How didn't he alert Hagurumo when he was able to outdo the first seal? Then again, it was basic. Naruto sprinted off, moving at inhuman speeds. He did not stop until he finally felt his body giving out. As he moved and moved and moved, he dived into water. Even under the water, he moved immensely fast. As he flushed out, dripping, he did not stop. He continued on and 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 on. Hagurumo arrived a bit too late. His two sons following him, reaching late. The problem was, what Naruto had become, he was undetectable because he became an animal. His type of transformation had nothing to do with their new form of teaching, ninjutsu, chakra, or whatever they were doing their ninju. Naruto DNA hailed from a planet where people could literally transform into beasts and become a beast of nature itself. Not any amplification of chakra, therefore, they could not sense or detect him. Naruto's speed was also far too great. He cleared the mountain, he cleared the valley, putting the world between them as he ran. However, his body gave out at the worst moment. He returned back to normal. The only thing that he possessed now was he was able to transform. The problem was, as his body gave out, he returned back to normal, undetectable as he fell into water. He blacked out, unable to even muster the strength to keep his eyes open. As the water pulled him along, he drifted for hours until something hooked his arm as he was dragged out of the water. People, he was dragged out. Back at the mountain top, the man now going as a sage of Sixth Path, Hagurumo was panicking, trying to find Naruto somehow. The toads, they warned him. Hamura. He had to send word to Hamura immediately. It came as chakra imprint. When Hamura read it, his heart seemed to sink. Are you okay? A voice spoke. There was a lot that he had done, a lot of people that he brought with him. His words shook them to their very core as he told them, my brother, he has escaped. The fear coursed through all of them, knowing that the one that their leader feared, the one they feared to literally wipe out all of humanity, was now free. This was bad. Really, really bad. Time skip. Due to him being so fragile, he was cold, coughing. However, he was safe. There were two people there. The first was a woman. Her name was Myra. Dark hair, brown eyes, a stunning beauty. She was 20 years old. Her brother, Kento, he was 15. He also had dark hair, but he had dark eyes like his father. They were fishing. When they found him drifting in the water, they thought he was dead at first, but he was alive, and they saved him. Due to Naruto looking like a normal human, no horns, his eyes blue, his complexion actually normal. To them, he was just a normal human that seemed down on his luck. As they lit the fire, warming him up, they stood there, waiting for him to wake. This brother and sister has been through a lot. They lost their parents because of the land. It was the power of the 10 tails that spread. You see, they knew of Hagurumo. They call him the Wanderer, the man that makes miracles. He purified the land, saving countless. However, their parents were already gone. Since then, they've lived together, protecting one another, being there for each other. And this new stranger coming into their life, they see him as someone that needed help, just like they once did. So they plan on helping him. Meanwhile, Hagurumo was frantic. The moment he felt the itch, he knew. Somehow, some possible way that Naruto had somehow escaped. As he walked through the mountain areas, looking for signs. Unfortunately though, due to what Naruto did, he could not be located. And Hagurumo could not find him, not in the slightest. As he got back, they questioned him. Why are you so afraid, father? Indra said he's never seen his father afraid. Why does this person scare you so much? Ashura asks. Hagurumo looked towards them. He had to tell them the truth, so they knew. My brother, I never told you about him. His name is Naruto. There's a lot that you two don't know. A lot that I was waiting until you were grown to understand, but now that this has happened, you must know. After speaking to his children, leaving them surprised, he sent word to the moon so that Hamura know what was going on. Hamura gazed down. He had chosen a path away from the earth to watch, to guard from above. Now the news reached him that Naruto was free. He would come. He would come for him. He would come for their mother, killing him in the process. Those that were with him immediately felt his concern as they questioned him if he was okay. But he clearly wasn't. Days passed by as Naruto wake up. When he first saw them, his first intention was to kill them right there and then. Unfortunately though, he was too weak. So pathetic. His body was strained to the max. So he pretended. They questioned him. He lied to them. Madara and Kento, they were nice, grateful, but in Naruto's eyes they were pathetic. They tended to their house. Madara tended to the garden where she grew fruits and vegetables. Naruto even pretended to eat despite not needing to, all to regain his power. As the brother went out, the world was calm right now. As they were so easy to trust him, he spun lies, trying to pretend like their very existence did not disgust him. But he hated them though. He hated Madara for smiling when the sun rose, her calling it a brand new wonderful day, not knowing how close she was to death. He hated Kento's hands when he touched the bread. His hate was there, stronger than ever, as they tried their best, but he hated every single one of them. As weeks went by, Naruto felt his strength. He could stand, but his power was still so low. As Madara was helping him, she cut her hand. Naruto moved as he wrapped the wound with a cloth. She thanked him. He caught himself. What the hell did he just did? What the hell was he doing? He told himself that it was just strategy, hiding out until he regained his strength. But his body moved like reflex. He remembered that day when that woman was being attacked by that drunken man. And his instinct was to save her, but his other instinct was to kill the man. So nothing changed. As months went by, he returned. The Wanderer. The villagers spoke about him. Kento rushed home to tell his sister that the man that saved their village, he was back and he was searching for someone. The moment those words came from Kento's lips, Naruto got up. They could see it. He was worried. Damn it. Naruto cursed under his breath. He wouldn't be fast enough to escape right now. Hagurumo would capture him and seal him again. Suddenly, Madara placed a hand on his shoulder. He's looking for you, isn't he? Yes, Naruto said. He didn't know why he didn't lie, but he told the truth. Both Madara and Kento looked towards him. Come on. They moved the floorboard, showing him the crawl space where he could hide in the tunnel. Naruto looked at them confused. Before he could say anything, they locked the top. Due to what Naruto did, he was still undetectable to his brother. Hello there. The sage came in warm and nice. They were happy to see him, hiding their lies with their smiles. He had no reason to mistrust them, so he asked them a simple question. They looked confused. No, we haven't seen anyone like that. It was a good thing that the other villagers did not know about Naruto. Otherwise, the truth would have already been out. Naruto could hear their conversation. They lied for him. He didn't understand. The moment the sage left the town to visit another, Naruto questioned immediately. Why? Why did you hide me? That man was the one that saved your land. Why protect me over him that saved the people of this village? Naruto was angry. He was very, very angry. Why though he was angry? Because he didn't like what they did. Why would humanity go out of their way to even care? Are they so stupid? Madara looked towards him. We give what the world remembers, she said. That man helped us, yes. He went out of his way, showing us many things, saving us. But you were afraid, just like we were. I'm not sure what your situation is, but I can tell that you're not a bad person. And these past few months that has passed by, I have learned to trust you completely. Yeah, said Kento. Even if you did something in the past, people deserve a second chance. After all, we were dead, but we got a second chance. We can help. You don't have to suffer alone. Naruto was taken aback. The genuine kindness. He didn't understand. His mind, unable to understand anything from that moment, as he stood there, listening to their words. Months passed by. Something felt strange. Naruto's power returned slowly. He watched as Myra sleep one night. He saw as Kento laugh with his neighbors. Those small sounds affecting the rage boiling inside of him. Naruto's mind became a battlefield. There was a voice. The world was filled with sickness and need to be purged. He had made to pure it with fire. That world wanted to rise, to purify, to become something terrifying in every single way. But there was a quieter voice that started to rise. A voice that wanted to help. A voice that saw their pain. A voice that started to affect him more than he thought. When he thought of Hagoromo and Hamura, his chest tightened. They had given chakra to the people. Not everyone, but those who close around them. But eventually, over time, mankind would teach and learn and pass on their teaching to everyone. But there were some that would never experience it. Naruto saw his brother as a sickness. Giving people chakra, he was pathetic. He was made by his mother to give law and order. Yet, as time passed by, the less he thought about his mother, which made him concerned, deeply so. They knew that he was still weak. But the crops, there didn't seem to be a lot of them. Kento sacrificed his food, saying that he already ate, but Naruto knew that was a lie. For the first time, he actually speak to them. More than just simple understanding. I don't need this, said Naruto. Come on now. You're still weak. If you don't eat, you're not gonna regain your strength, Kento said. He's right, said Myra. You need to get back on your feet. Besides, once you're strong enough, you can help us out, she said with a smile. And then everything would be okay. You don't understand. That man that came by a few months ago, he's my brother. You're related to the Wanderer? They said in surprise. They had given him time to tell them on his own. And now he was finally opening up. And I'm not like you. I'm not like the rest of you. I'm not even human. He's only half, but I am not. Naruto said. Some of his power had returned as he rose. The horns manifest state. His eyes glistened with power. The next moment, though, he returned back to normal. They were surprised, but also intrigued. Never seen anything like this before. The great battle, the one that almost ended the world. Were you a part of it, Kento said, as he showed no fear, because he wasn't afraid of Naruto believing that he would not harm him. And yet, when they just met, and not so long ago, Naruto was thinking on how he would kill them. There is a lot in this world that you know nothing about, said Naruto. A lot that is going on. Naruto stepped outside as they followed. As he reached outside, for the first time Naruto flexed his power. The heavens started to cry as rain started to descend upon their land, watering the crops. shocking them. The neighbors, the people run out smiling and happy. They start to gather water. The drought was really affecting them, stopping their crops' growth. Their animals could now eat. The smile. Are you a god? They both question him, truly intrigued to understand. Yes, I suppose I am, said Naruto. Naruto flew straight into the sky. He was gone. Naruto flew straight upwards until he left Earth's atmosphere. He landed on the moon. The moment he did, all those that gather as Naruto enter, inside where they could breathe, immediately they became fearful. His description, telling them immediately who he was. They were ready to fight, learning the ways of Hamura. Naruto merely looked at them. Majority of his power had not returned, not all of it. But these people, they could not even touch him. Naruto stepped forward. Hamura emerged. So you've come to free mother and kill me, he said. Naruto sighed as he walked away. Hamura was confused as he followed. What are you doing? I've lived with humans. You have? Hamura said, shocked. Yes. I don't know how long it's been, years or months. But I've lived with humans. Myra and Kento. A brother and sister that went out of their way to show me compassion. To show me love despite not knowing me. Just a genuine care out of their heart. Naruto looked down upon the ground. Naruto looked back towards his brother. I should kill you and Hagurumo for what you did to me for so long. Yet, even the betrayal, I still see you two as my brother, he said. He looked away. Then what will you do? Hamura said. I don't know. I still don't care much for humanity. Just because two persons show me kindness. Perhaps I won't kill them, but I could still kill everyone else. Enough of this killing talk. Hamura said. Look at you. You're not aging. What does that have to do with anything? You will always be here, it seems, unless you choose otherwise. Why spend the rest of your life or the rest of your eternity hating humans? I know you love Mother, but she was wrong. Can't you see that? The people were enslaved. They were nothing more than tools for her to use. She was absorbing their life. What gives her the right to say if they live or die? And what gives the other humans the right to do so? Aren't there bad humans? Aren't there ones that rebel in death and destruction? Yes, they are. But that is why we have to change all of that. Put a new system, put a new world where there is changes, where there is law. Better, not just killing them off. Mother might have ruled the world, but she never controlled it. Naruto stood there, knowing that despite his mother's rule, there was a lot of rebellion. But his would have been different. Naruto gazed down. I'm going to visit Hagurumo. Wait, Hamura said. What does this mean? I don't know yet. I'll be back soon enough. Naruto descended upon the land. Indra and Ashura was out in the woods. Their father was busy, always moving around since their uncle got free. They did not know the full ramifications of when their uncle returned, what is going to happen then. However, they were concerned. What they didn't expect was for their uncle to simply appear in front of them. He just appeared. They both stepped back, Indra immediately standing in front of Ashura. Let me guess, your father told you the truth? Yes. Stay back, Indra said. You two might be half human, but you're also my blood. And despite my grievances with your father, Naruto gazed towards them. I shall never hurt you. Hagurumo appeared like a storm, his power fluctuating as he descended after feeling Naruto. He had visited the village after feeling the unnatural rain, only to transport towards the moon late and then return back here. He looked at Naruto, stepping in front of his children. He expected there to be a fight, he expected there to be shouting, he expected there to be rage, but all Naruto did was looked at him. Just look. Moments later, I don't understand, Indra. He seemed nice. I'm not sure either, Ashura. Indra said. He doesn't seem like he wants a fight. I'm not sure what is going on. They watch as their father and uncle discuss something. They sat on wooden logs. I thought you would know. I'm not here to harm the children, said Naruto. I would never do something like that. They are a part of my blood despite everything. Besides, you are also part human. And my disdain to you is not because of that. You visited Hamura, didn't you? Yes, I did. You seem different. For the past month or year or whatever it's been, I've lived with humans. I've come to understand them. 2 of them have shown me kindness, a surprising amount. Don't get me wrong. I could care less about the others. Their very existence is still a stain on the earth to me. But I'm starting to question things. I've never truly given them a chance. And it wasn't until they decide to give me one first. And that is holding back my wrath. You've seen what I've been trying to show you all the years. Yes, there is some bad within the group, but there is also light, greatness, humanity that you can't even begin to understand. They talk for hours, days, as Naruto learned more about the other 2 children. They were afraid at first, but slowly seeing their father not afraid, they started to open up to their uncle. Days past, Naruto also met their mother as well. Gentle and kind. It reminded him of those 2. Speaking of them, Naruto decided that he was going to pay them another visit. They were the ones that helped him as he walked, doing as Hagurumo said, seeing the land, seeing the people. He wondered to himself, was he wrong? As he gazed up towards the moon, mother, he thought. However, that is where it all changed. When he returned, he saw the smoke. It was nighttime. He had walked here. It took him some time. Naruto saw the smoke. He walked like a human. Without his eyes, without his superhuman speed. He walked and traveled. But when he saw, it broke him. As Naruto saw the village on fire, the little village had been ransacked. Blood, dust, and smoke. As Naruto stepped deeper, releasing a powerful gust of wind, all of the flames were snuffed out right there and then. Bodies all over. This was his fault. The rain, scouring over this place, had allowed their crops to grow. Their animals fed, and thus, bandits came while he was away. And they took what they want. The house was empty. Madara, Kento, they were gone. Naruto arrived to the square where he saw multiple men on their knees, while many were dead as well. Naruto saw Kento, a large gash right between his heart and stomach area as he bled out on the ground. Madara and a few other women were stripped completely naked, showing the raw intensity and brutality of these thugs. They were taking them as trophies. Naruto stood there, unable to believe what he was seeing. He was fooling himself into thinking that humanity was any better. He was right. They were wrong. Humanity was scum. They were disgusting. Naruto stepped forward. His power might not have fully returned, but they were nothing. The screams echoed through. Their memories, their thoughts, their beings. Blood sprayed as Naruto ripped them apart. His bare hands, he enjoyed tearing them. He enjoyed breaking their bones, crushing their throats under his heel. He made sure every single one of them suffered beyond ways that they've hurt these people. Only one survived, and that was because Kento coughed out blood. Naruto immediately moved towards him as the one bandit ran away. Hagurumo had felt it as he decided to travel here, understanding what had angered Naruto. As Naruto stepped towards them, Myra believed in that he could save him. She looked up pleadingly. Naruto held his hand out as clothing formed around her. He did not even look at the others. Naruto looked down towards Kento. He was special. In the past few years or months that he spent with them, as his power returned, he learned a lot about himself. The different genes and DNAs that Kaguya placed inside of him. Naruto looked down as he knelt towards a simple boy that helped him, towards a boy that made him see things different, but also showed him that the world is still full of wickedness that needs to be purged. He could fix it though. He could do something about it. Naruto slit his own hand. His chakra moved like water, moving through his blood, a pack, his own DNA. Naruto allowed his own blood to splash within Kento's wound. What are you doing? Myra said, not understanding what he was doing, but Naruto did not answer. Naruto pressed his hand on Kento's chest. He felt it, his own DNA and genes bonding to him, the part of him that fed on life force. He felt it. If Hagurumo could do something similar, he could do something better. Naruto then solidified chakra into a blade. No, stop! Myra screamed. He drove it through Kento's chest. Myra lost it as she attacked Naruto, but her punches and screams did not affect him. As he waited, Kento's body started to change. It started to mature. Myra paused as Naruto said it. No, he's not dead. He's changing. For the better, said Naruto. The wound on Kento's chest healed immediately, shocking Myra. As they watch, confused, not understanding, as Kento draw in and exhale, everything about him changed. His once dark eyes became red like rubies. His skin became stronger. His body became older, far more powerful, reaching his physical perfection. Kento then opened up. Myra clutched onto him. You're alive. You're alive, she said. Kento looked at Naruto. What did you do? What am I? He said. He looked so confused. Naruto reached down. He placed a hand on the boy's cheek. Something else. Something better, said Naruto. Hagurumo landed downwards. Immediately he felt Kento. He felt the change, he felt the disturbance. He looked at Naruto. What have you done? He said, knowing that Naruto had created something just as strange as him. You are wrong. Humanity is still wicked. It is still a curse. That is why I will create my own. A different species, not of humanity, not of us Otsutsukis. Something to make the world better, something to bring changes. I will make law and order through them. I can't allow this, Hagurumo said. Fine then. Stay with your people and I'll stay with mine. My civilization will grow and reign supreme, eventually. You don't understand what you're saying, what you're thinking of doing. My power hasn't fully returned. But even so, this will be your best opportunity, said Naruto, as he flexed his power. The sky split open, the earth itself trembled. Hagurumo was reminded by when the Ten Tails had screamed, making the land feeling like it was going to be split apart, as Naruto was simply flexing on him. So go ahead, let's fight. One of us will indeed die. This time you're alone. If you think you can't stop me, go ahead. Hagurumo, despite having so much power and grown over the years, Naruto was such an anomaly that he did not know. Too late, Naruto snapped his finger and everyone that remained, Madara, Kento, and all the people vanished in a bright light. And Hagurumo could not sense him. Naruto was physically blocking him from finding any of them. Years later, 5 years to be quite exact, at the moment Naruto sat within a chamber. But you can't. We need you, Madara said. Everything about her was different. It is the only way to return back to what I once was. Naruto's power had never fully restored. He believed it was because of his resting time. He knew what he had to do. He had to truly connect himself back again. To restore what he was, most of his power still lie dormant. He did not know how long it will take, that is why, for the past 5 years, Naruto had created something new. And that took a lot out of him. Behind Madara and Kento, there was a literal, massive group of people, each of them different in many ways. But there was simply two different species, other than humanity, that was now roaming the land. Special, powered by not only chakra but something terrifying. The problem was Naruto had to go to sleep. His great sleep to restore his power. He could not give them a time, but they hated that he was going to go away. They said that they could protect him, but not now. Naruto knew that Hagurumo was working on finding a way to stop what he was doing. So if he was going to be at his best, he had to restore everything that he once was. His plan of reviving his mother on the back burner of his mind. He had to sleep. They were sad, but they had to listen to his orders. The chamber was sealed off, as they were given specific information to stay where he had kept them away from Hagurumo's sight. Unfortunately though, the sleep was a bit longer than Naruto thought, as he restored more than just his power. Due to his years of being one and learning the nature around him, to making sure that it would never be able to use against him ever again, as Naruto had transformed into a wolf. For upon 5 months alone, syncing with nature, even that was becoming a part of him. And for the first time in the entirety of everything, the natural destructive force of the 10 tails and the god tree was merging with nature energy. Thus Naruto's sleep went on, years upon years upon years upon years upon years upon years. He was not burdened with the same affliction as his brothers, running away from death. Thus he slept and he slept and he slept and he slept until finally his power returned. He was awakened to something new, something different. Upon going to sleep, Naruto changed a lot by creating 2 different forces that would be able to overcome everything that mankind had to throw at it. At the same time, Hagurumo knew that. So he had to leave something. He had to make sure that mankind survived no matter what. As Naruto was waking up to a whole new world because his people, unable to breach through his chambers, unable to awaken him even when things got concerning. They broke his rule, they broke his law. They descend upon the new world, now known as the Elemental Nation, as Naruto was awakening to something different, something that he doesn't know. But guys, me and subs right here. If you want to see the next part, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. But I'm out for now. See you guys soon. Peace.